Gary.
Seinfuck.
So what's your hobby on Twitter?
What's your shameful hobby on Twitter?
Wow, you say that like you have a shameful Twitter hobby.
I do.
Yeah, we've talked about it in the podcast before. Malcolm's shameful Twitter hobby, which is obviously arguing with the Canucks and hating them.
You've told me an instance this week that is comedy to me of why Canucks Twitter has further vilified the name McLeod.
Yeah, so that's my hobby. Is I go onto Canucks Twitter and I kind of shit on other people along the way,
Especially the ownership.
The ownership. I mean, the owner of the Canucks has banned me on Twitter. Not banned. He blocked me.
He's got power. Damn, you on Twitter hits you different.
He's a little bitch baby who's being spoon fed by his father Luigi. All right.
His dad's name Luigi?
Yeah, Luigi Aquilini is still alive.
What a loser.
First thing I hear whenever I hear the name Luigi, I think of that dumb Vine. It was just, Luigi, why is the dog on the table?
You don't think of fucking Mario? Are you sure?
No, it's genuinely I don't.
What a lie.
Fuck off. Go on.
But basically, yeah. So today on Twitter, I guess a fan has won a car. He won this car, but when they were doing the thing of like they're giving him the car, the Canucks have this thing where they just like lifted, comedians in cars getting coffee.
Yeah, the annoying James Corden sketch.
Fans and players, getting.
Yeah, basically they have players in cars having boring conversations and then just going back to the arena. That's what it is. They just do a loop.
If I knew that I was like occupying a minor celebrity's time in an awkward conversation, I'd probably want to kill myself.
Just for inconveniencing them?
Yeah,
no, you gotta
not for inconveniencing him, for being in the situation. Like, Robert, can you imagine if, like, I don't know, the lead singer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers is in a car with you, right?
I would make him so miserable. I would just ask him the dumbest questions in the world.
So, like, what's your favorite food?
So you play a lot of songs, huh? When did you start learning guitar?
My favorite one's the one that goes
Who's Danny the girl, and why is he singing songs to me?
Yeah, who's Danny California?
Yeah,
her name's not really Danny California, is it?
Really? You put her name in a song? Doesn't that seem a bit rude?
Is your mouth really this big?
Yeah, we would be awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like were you born in the state of Mississippi? Was Papa a copper and Mama was a hippie?
No, that's Danny.
No, that's Danny.
That's Danny?
That's Danny. You gotta listen to the song, Malcolm.
Danny's the one whose Papa was a copper and whose Mama was a hippie. Yeah.
You know what? I was just trying to join in on the fun.
All right.
Oh, buddy.
So you're saying it's a Canucks player and a beater, right?
Yeah. So basically, it was just like this. So usually, it's like they're going around. It's always the Canucks players that are not popular. Like it's like always like the third line guys who are like just arrived and they're like get suckered in by the social media team to be like, hey, can you just like film this video for us today? And then they'll just like go around and be like, oh, I love the mountains. I love the mountains. The water. I love it's just
it's a Vancouver tourism video.
Basically, it's like a Swedish guy and an American guy having a conversation because the Swedish guy is speaking in broken English. Like that's what this is.
The simplest conversations possible. Yeah.
Content.
That's what these videos are usually like. But this time around, they had an alumni on the team, a guy named Geoff Courtnall. Now, this is all like public information, so you can't go after me for libel, but
it's my favorite disclaimer here on the podcast. We should have one ready-made by now. Yeah. We already have our apologies cooked from like episode 4. So.
This is a comedy podcast,
a satire, if you will.
Yeah. But basically, so this guy, Geoff Courtnall, he's this former Canucks player. I guess he lives in Vancouver. He's from BC, and yeah, they paired the fan up with this guy. And it was like, why are you doing this? So the thing with Geoff Courtnall is that back in 1990, he was investigated by the Washington, D.C. police for the alleged gang rape of a 17-year-old girl.
Jesus.
In the back of a limousine. Yeah, it's really bad. And like he wasn't found guilty, but basically in one of the articles, the police chief was like, yeah, we had enough to convict, but we couldn't. Like, it's kind of implying that there was like, some interference.
Power at play,
yeah, power play. It's DC. And there's a couple of other players, notably Dino Ciccarelli and Scott Stevens were both NHL Hockey Hall of Famers. Apparently, they got into the Hall of Fame after this gang rape, and also the girl was 17.
Horrific enough as it is, but yeah.
Yeah.
Were they on the Canucks when the alleged rape was allegedly committed in this alleged limousine?
No, they were playing for I believe it was
probably.
the Washington Capitals. Yeah, no, the Capitals.
Yeah.
Nationals is the baseball team.
Nationals is the baseball team, yeah.
Their names suck.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
They took the Montreal Expos and turned them into the Washington Nationals, and I'll never forgive Bud Siegel for that. Or
the Nationals or the Capitals?
The Capitals are the hockey team.
Yeah, I'm saying, did they turn the Montreal into the capital?
No, they turned the Montreal Expos into the Washington Nationals because the Expos was a NMLB team and the Washington Nationals.
All these national Expos.
Yeah,
yeah, it's they were bad.
Okay.
But
one of those things. My mom has never forgiven the Colts for leaving Indianapolis, or they're leaving Baltimore to Indianapolis. So those grudges left.
Yeah, well, you know what? She's got the Ravens, and they won a Super Bowl, right? So
she doesn't fucking give a shit about the Ravens. It was just like it happened when she was a little girl, so it was like, okay,
yeah. No, I mean, that's the thing. I don't forgive Vancouver Grizzlies leaving Vancouver to become the Memphis Grizzlies. Because Memphis, Tennessee, famous for their grizzly bears.
No, of course.
I mean, I've never been to Tennessee. I can't approve or disapprove that.
Can't approve or disapprove.
But basically, I just go. I went on Twitter and I was like, they had this whole like video about like this guy winning this car, and I was like, and I just kind of made the comment, linked to the Washington Post article, and go, damn, that's a horrible prize. You have to drive around with a guy accused of gang rape. I feel bad for the fan. So this random guy, that's what his name is.
Don't put him on blast. Blast him. No.
Well, okay, fine. Sasha, bleep that.
He's just a random dude.
Hey, people can just follow your Twitter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You can find this. Like, it's in the hidden replies.
It's an interaction.
It's in the. You have to go
public
to the tweet.
interaction. Yeah.
You'll have to go to the tweet and then look into the hidden replies because I'm fairly confident the Canucks have. What they do is when they get negative responses, like any bad,
they hide replies.
Any shitty organization. They hide the replies. So yeah, basically this guy goes, he just responds, he goes, this is verbatim. So you really just go around living to rain on other people's parades, huh? Dude wins a car and you're like, rape case, definitely a normal thing to do. And then he puts a photo of Michael Jackson's This Ain't It. Then our producer Sasha chimes in and he goes, yeah, Malcolm, let people be excited to carpool with alleged gang rapists. Why you gotta be so #woke? Then the guy goes, sorry, I forgot I'm on Twitter and actually using your brain is a real tough ask. And then Sasha responds with, look, all I'm saying is that the summer drives I've taken with Dino Ciccarelli and his Hyundai Sonata are some of the most precious memories of mine. And what's not at the forefront of my mind is that he, Scott Stevens, and Geoff Courtnall allegedly gang raped a 17-year-old in 1990. and then the guy goes and he responds, and all I'm saying is that y'all look insane raining on someone else's parade over something he had nothing to do with.
I kind of get what the guy is saying. He's like, oh, the fan is like, won a car. That's what we should be celebrating. Then again,
I got something to pipe up with here. I know this may sound crazy, but I think white people that say y'all that aren't verifiably from the South are insane. I think that they need to be put down.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. Unless you work at a Waffle House, you have no right.
Or you have a good reason to have the dialectic. Don't say y'all because it makes you look ridiculous, like you're trying to fit in. You're trying too hard. You know?
You need, if in order to say y'all to me and you are not from the South, you need to walk up with me with a little flip pad and a pen and say, oh, what can I get y'all?
What can I get y'all, hun?
What can I get y'all? You want to start with some waffles?
Why'd you say it like Stamper?
I don't.
You have to. Yeah, if you're white and you're not from the South, say you all right?
You all. I want proper elocution from you bastards.
I expect less from you.
You all need to get your shit together. So I just responded after that because I did, like a couple hours later, I go, I wouldn't have used a Michael Jackson image to try and make your point. You know, I hear Michael Jackson and Geoff Courtnall did a lot of shady stuff in the 90s to underage people.
Dude, that's touchy. That's touchy.
That is a little touchier than you know, a verified gang rape case.
People are trying to venerate Michael.
I said allegedly, right?
Yeah,
so
allegedly, yeah. We can't commit slander on the Seinfuck podcast.
I know the county sheriff's keeping his eye out on that particular phrase lately.
Listen, you know, you can, as we've done with other people, it's okay to slander the dead.
Doing fucked up things to minors in Minecraft might just be throwing lava on them. You don't know.
Well, you know, it's also something that people with millions of views on YouTube do. So how am I being punished for this?
Yeah.
Don't start with that. Oh God.
But basically, the guy goes in response. He says, and I think we all know that Michael Jackson was actually found not guilty of those crimes. I can't comment.
the posthumous court of law.
He just goes, I can't comment on Geoff Courtnall's guilt, but seriously, have you ever been happy for somebody in a day in your life? This dude, not Geoff Courtnall, just won a brand new car for his family. Focus on that. And I'm like, here's the problem. It's not about the dude. Like, listen, the dude, I'm happy for the dude. The dude won a car. That's amazing. That's great news.
The Canucks didn't need to get a rapist to give it to him.
He also still has to pay the sales tax on that new car.
Yeah, it sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what kind of car it was, but basically, I don't know, it looked like a Prius, but like it wasn't like
it's probably a Yarvis or something.
It can be just a mid-range sedan. It doesn't have to be like a fucking Porsche or anything like that.
Oh no, sorry. It was he won a Toyota Camry.
A new Camry?
I hope it's a new Camry.
It's like a $10,000 sales tax.
No, I mean, they sometimes with the contest they'll pay for the sales tax along with it. I've never
heard of them doing that.
Listen, this is he won it in Canada, so it might be a little different.
Oh, okay.
But I will say this: I hope the Canucks paid for the tax. I hope it wasn't one of those things where they burdened him with a tax bill, and they were like, "Hey, we're gonna also get an alleged gang rapist to give you the car."
Because they used to fuck people over on Wheel of Fortune because they would sell the car to cover the tax.
And don't worry, you can also go and just be like, well, I guess, and just have people on Twitter be like, let's go defend Geoff Courtnall and Michael Jackson today, which was, I think for me was the Michael Jackson thing was just like a left field of what
also,
they were
Malcolm,
doing.
I'm pretty sure that guy you're arguing with is paid defense because no one outside of a corporate sphere uses the term ask instead of question, like colloquially.
Yeah, you know
what I'm talking. You've been in a business meeting before, and they're just like, Malcolm, that's a fair ask, and you're just like, I want to kill you. I hate corporate speak, and I'll go back to Ghoul Talk all day because I think terms like "let's park that" or "we'll circle back."
Oh yeah, and I've totally used that before just because I know people hate it.
Yeah.
I love using corporate speak against people. Like it's just like
what?
What do you mean?
You love it.
No, I love using it against people, like like in an ironic way.
Oh, well, it's a good way to crack the whip at people in a business meeting to remind them that they're peons and you're the one with the PowerPoint presentation pen. Anyway, go on about the fucking rapist in the Canucks and all that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like, listen, it's not about the fan. The fan, good, congratulations, you won a Toyota Camry.
Congratulations.
But it was just more of like, this is a L for the social media team and whoever organized this, like, and the alumni association of the Canucks. It's like, you had a lot of other players who could have stepped in to do this, and you picked the one guy you shouldn't have. And I think every time he's ever brought up, don't worry, I'm not the only one. I think that's the thing. There's a misconception. Oh, was I the only one bringing this up? The answer is no. A lot of there's a group of us on Canucks Twitter who will, when we don't like a decision, will just air out all the dirty laundry. There's if your team can't make the playoffs for the last 10 years, you deserve all the negativity that comes your way. And that's what life of being a sports fan is. If they're winning, I'm still bringing this up, but it'll be with a positive attitude.
Positive. Yeah. Talk about gang rape with a positive attitude, just like Joe's son.
What?
Random task from
more like yo son.
Joe Son was the guy who played Random Task in Austin Powers, and they got caught in 2008 for a gang rape in 1999, I think. I mean, I was one of those things I was thinking about bringing up just because, like, there are a bunch of, like, because he used to do the con circuit, and so there's a bunch of pictures with him with people, like, with the Comic-Con background, like the thumbs up and the hand hover. And I'm just like, how do people who paid like $50 for those pictures feel?
Tell you what my Twitter hobby is, Malcolm.
What is your Twitter hobby?
I go to the search bar.
Thanks for the hard right turn on what I tried to make a new topic out of. No, it's fine.
No, well,
it's fine.
We started the episode with just like, these are like what we do on Twitter. I asked the question. So Harper,
no, it's fine.
Answer,
no, it's fine. No, it's okay. Go on.
This guy's impossible.
Yeah, listen, we all know that you have your burner accounts on Twitter, Robert.
Several burner accounts.
Yeah. They're not burners.
They're not burners. They're just profiles.
They're sock puppets.
They're all their own unique personalities.
Yeah, listen, user 896350C3. You know what? Just subscribes to a lot of porn stars.
That's his personality.
It's a character.
Exactly. And for some reason he's really like Zionist. I don't get. I didn't like anything like that.
He's a Zionist, like just OnlyFans.
Like I just imagine, he's got like someone with that user blah 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 numbers and is like, I use this account for mostly porn. Why am I just getting a lot of pro-Israel stuff? Yeah. What is your shameful Twitter hobby there, Harper?
I search up foibles in arguments like No True Scotsman or like logical fallacies.
What does that mean? What does No True Scotsman mean?
No True Scotsman is like arguing that no true X would ever do Y,
Yeah, it's a logical fallacy that is used often.
It's like saying no true Christian would
be okay with something like abortion or something
exactly.
like that.
Okay.
Whereas there are many Christian denominations that are fine with abortion up to a certain period.
Yeah, the fake ones. So anyway,
the real one.
Well, but they're just Unitarian, so they don't count.
Yeah, they're not real. So
no.
What I do is I look up these logical fallacies in the search bars, and I call the people that are invoking them in an argument nerds.
Nice.
That is so petty. That is so fucking petty.
Are the people using them in arguments also Twitter Blue subscribers?
100% of the time.
Oh yeah, I'm 100%. Have you seen some of the people of Twitter Blue? Oh my god,
it's so funny.
This all stems from a wrestling discussion, a wrestling argument I got into.
No true fan of wrestling, blank.
No. It was something much more benign and less funny than that. It was literally something to the degree of like, I'm trying to remember exactly what it is, but they were talking about these logical fallacies, and I said, God, it sure is pathetic that you're invoking a logical fallacy in an online argument about wrestling. And someone was like, oh, God forbid anyone have expectations that you use a logical form of argument instead of just shitting yourself on the internet. And I was just like, first of all, pal,
but
if I don't use the fucking logical fallacy on the internet, no one's going to know. Second of all, no one's kicking me off the fucking debate team for using a No True Scotsman fallacy. It's lunacy.
Yeah, someone at a fucking table lined with papers isn't going to blow on a whistle and like deduct points.
No one gives a fuck if you abide by a certain set of rules about an argument. It's literally insane and something that people who listen to fucking Sargon of Akkad when they were 14 took to heart. Oh, yeah, here's what it is. Someone said fans of The Elite are insane. The Elite is just a wrestling team.
Oh, okay. I thought that was just like a general like political The Elite for a second.
Yeah, no, I was like, as if there are no weirdos in your fan base or whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy says, whataboutism, the non-thinking man's argument. What about?
That's great. I love that.
It's on the same level of eloquence as saying someone's made a minor spelling mistake, thus they can't be trusted with heavy machinery.
Exactly. Like, oh, you use the wrong form of there, therefore I can dismiss your entire argument.
And I said, yeah, folks like you love them logical fallacies, and you even know all the words for them too. And he says, knowing things is an insult now. Fuck, bro.
You're arguing with a 13-year-old. That is who that is.
I assume that this guy's profile photo was him with sunglasses in his car, like in a selfie, like just like one of those guys. He's a free thinker.
Guys who suddenly liked Kanye after some comments.
It's literally just a picture of some fucking coach flipping people off. So he calls to me. He's just like, yes, you're insulting people for knowing the logical rules to an argument and wanting people to abide by them. And I was like, that's correct. Evoking logical fallacies in an online argument centered around wrestling is pedantic. Have a good day, though. It's like, I think using them to deflect from whatever people are trying to deflect from in an online argument centered around wrestling is absolutely pathetic. And I say, check it out. I will now engage in ad hominem by calling you a midwit. Bam, baby. Get
destroyed. No recovery possible.
And so I am still a virgin. Thanks for asking. I made a burner to fucking find people like that and call them assholes.
You're doing the good work there, Harper.
It's honest work.
It's honest work. It's not easy, but it sure is honest.
How many burners do you have, Robert?
I just have the one sock puppet along with like the promotion stuff for I genuinely don't have like
the 600 bot accounts.
Shut the fuck up.
Elon, over here.
Elon, please.
Elon, please. I'll pay $8 a month for free speech.
For free speech. Yeah, that's what he's selling.
Yeah, that's what those people believe. They really believe that it's like, I've entered a space in which I could have conversations about, like I love Kanye West now
because he likes Jonah Hill.
Yeah, he loves 21 Jump Street. I love 21 Jump Street. Please
we have so much in common.
Elon, please accept me. Elon, I love the Babylon Bee as much as you do.
Please, is it free speech if you're paying $8 for it? It's more like $8 speech.
Yeah, it's not free.
It is not free, 100% not. But I think the saddest thing in the world right now on Twitter is the fact that Elon Musk is like paying for certain celebrities to have Twitter blue and keep their check mark.
Oh, him with Stephen King is one of the funniest.
Yeah, him and Stephen King and like Jason Alexander. But I think the funniest, the absolute most incredible one that I have seen thus far is that Elon Musk paid for O.J. Simpson's Twitter blue.
Bruh.
I heard it's like anyone with over 1 million followers has like the blue check mark.
No, it's not the case then, because there are many others that don't have that.
I don't have one, for example.
No, I mean and there's like, in order to have to pay, it's like $2,000 a month for like having like the yellow blue check to be like officially recognized as an organization. It's intensely sad. But as one of those things where it's like O.J. Simpson, he just has a blue check mark for no reason, and he's stated that he is not paid for it.
I mean, wouldn't you rather know which alleged murderer you're speaking with rather than a sock puppet?
But he's at the real OJ 32. How do you not know?
Because there were 31 others.
Well, I gotta be honest. What I do think that's so interesting about OJ's Twitter presence is the fact that he doesn't tweet anything. He just posts videos. So like he treats it like it's TikTok. Like
it's almost like he's like a 60-year-old man.
Because he is. He's a crusty old murderer. Well, alleged murderer. Mr. Simpson, please.
No slander. No slander.
I didn't mean.
Listen, Mr. Simpson. He also did something shady in the 90s.
It seems like so long ago, Malcolm. Why don't we just let sleeping dogs lie?
Why do we need to throw dirt on the star of Naked Gun?
Yeah, why do you have to bring down Elon Musk when you're talking about O.J. Simpson?
First of all, I didn't.
No,
that was Robert.
Yeah,
Mr. Musk, big fan.
Who do you think does more damage to the world right now, Elon Musk or O.J. Simpson?
Elon Musk. It's not even close. O.J. Simpson at least is like, I don't know, just being weird in Las Vegas. like at least like there's that. Like it's menacing. Like he had a whole video.
Oh, that's me. Sorry, it's my Grindr app.
On the Grindr app?
Yeah, this is my notification for Grindr. Hold on.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
I matched with you, Malcolm.
Hot.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Like 3,000 miles. That's incredible. Harper must have his notification set for hella range.
Oh, I'm desperate. I'll take anybody.
He's looking for hot cock in North America. That's all.
I'll take lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Yeah, no. Yeah. He'll take sloppy and cold.
If you have a boy pussy, you're in 500 miles. I've got such a great deal.
Yeah,
Such a good deal.
yeah. Where are the? Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, just the grinder thing. I'm just being like, I just love just OJ Simpson put a video being like, where are the femboys near me?
I would kill.
If you're a femboy, you need to hit me up there on the real OJ 32.
Do you like to dress up in them little maid outfits, them little cat maid outfits?
Talk like that. He does not talk like that.
Prove it.
I think you're doing like a Mike Tyson impression.
He did. That does sound like
I
Mike
was.
Tyson.
I got Mike Tyson and OJ confused.
Well, it does. Let's be real. Mike Tyson also looking for femboys is also hilarious.
Didn't he also kill a guy?
No, he bit off a guy's ear and potentially knock on.
He was actually convicted of rape.
Yeah,
Oh.
there was a very sketchy situation where he may or may not have committed rape.
Well, he was found guilty of something.
He was. I think
we're,
it was.
We're gonna have to put a disclaimer at the top of this episode. Everything allegedly.
Speaking of, by the way, I have a segment.
Wait, I have to still talk about my Twitter things, which is like I've been honest. To be honest, while we're talking, I've been looking at my sock puppet Twitter feed and realize that
I'm sorry, sock puppet Twitter feed. What does that mean?
It means a sock puppet Twitter. The Twitter feed he uses to jerk off into a sock.
No, shut the fuck up.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Shut the fuck up. A sock puppet, as we've talked, is a Twitter.
That's where I follow my girls.
Is a Twitter account that isn't like doesn't have your public face and name on it, and you just use it to browse and scroll and whatnot. Anyway, I was just looking at it and realizing that unlike my 14-year-old self, I haven't gotten into an online argument with someone in just fucking months.
And you had to fix that.
I have to fix that. I got to start an argument right now.
I gotta be honest. It's nice. It's nice. It feels very therapeutic. It's like having like a nice shower on like a cold day. Like you feel good. You're like, I really steamed someone's hams.
Absolutely.
I think the big commonality with most of my Twitter comments is just shitting on J.K. Rowling.
Nice.
And talking about the precedent.
What specifically are you shitting on J.K. Rowling for? If you don't.
Oh, the fact that she didn't write any of the books past the second one.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for being a TERF.
Well, that too. But.
That's where he draws the line. He's like, I'm not getting into those conversations. But.
You're a man of ethics, if I've ever met one, Robert. And God help us, ethics is in bad shape.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, and I'm sorry.
That's how Malcolm should end all of his Twitter threads.
So you had a segment there, Harper?
Yeah, I do.
No. Hold on. I thought there was also going to be like, what was her like pseudonym that basically she was writing those?
Oh, that's right. She was going on forums and like writing fan fiction, and she basically got chased off of like Tumblr and shit because everyone hated it.
She got chased off because she was writing about men in dresses committing murder.
Well, that was an actual. Oh, you're talking about the pseudonym because I was thinking of two different things because there was the main one where she was writing under a pseudonym where she was writing a mystery novel about like a local election and a murder that happened. The murder ended up being a dude who wore dresses. Yawn. Not exactly interesting in terms.
Yeah, she was writing crime novels under the name Robert. Was it Galbraith?
Galbraith.
Yeah,
no. You just like you hear my voice start shifting higher. Like no, like I've been J.K. Rowling this entire time.
Yeah, you've been writing for her. But basically, no. What I think is so funny. So she was writing these crime novels. Like the one was called "The Cuckoo's Calling" under this name. Yeah, Robert Galbraith. And basically, they were selling like shit. Like they were like only like 2,000 copies sold. And then because she was like so upset by that, she like had her team leak out that it was her. And then obviously the sales rocketed afterwards.
That's insane.
But basically, it was like a failed Richard Bachman experiment. Like if you know the Stephen King.
Yeah. Where she was so upset about not getting money that she revealed that she was like, no, it's me. You should love what I create. I'm J.K. Rowling.
It just drug her star through the mud. That's crazy.
Whereas like apparently with Richard Bachman, those were actually very successful. Like it was like it was just a new guy and everyone was excited. Like holy shit, there's like this new writer. And then Stephen King had to reveal that these were his works.
It was me all along.
What a dick.
It's the same of when I found out that Joe Hill was actually Stephen King's son, where I was like, what? There's another one.
Yeah, there's royalty in this
Didn't
business.
you understand that 90% of the popular novel market is Stephen King? Don't you know it's always been like this?
There's a Family Guy joke like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's Stephen King. Oh, James Patterson, who if you really want to talk about someone who doesn't write their own novels, it's James Patterson. If you've seen the last, 25 books that he's put out, there's always another writer like beside it.
Oh yeah.
And it's apparently what he does is that he just writes outlines and then he just assigns them to writers.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, I have this idea. So that's why it will be like James Cameron with, James O'Bourne writing, the Michael Bennett series or whatever.
And James O'Bourne wrote like all of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's James O'Bourne's writing it. And then he's just like got this writer's room of people. And then the one time he had to write a book was apparently he teamed up with Bill Clinton for the for the president is missing.
Of all people.
Yeah, which I would have loved if it was the flip thing where he's like, Bill Clinton's like, I have this idea for this book, and then it's just like James Patterson's like, you go write it now. Like I wrote the outline, no, go write the book.
Mr. King, I got this idea for a book about these kids who found a dead body. It's a story about my life.
Wait, that Bill Clinton originally wrote The Body, or wait, what is it called in the movie? The short story is called The Body, but it's
Stand By Me is the movie.
Stand By Me. Yeah.
Stand By Me is the name of the movie. Yeah.
Amazing movie and one of my favorites.
This is about me, Herbert Walker, and a couple friends of mine going down to Hillary's place in the summertime, and wouldn't you know it, a body.
There's an owl statue, and people are drinking blood.
By the time I finished my adrenochrome, I was really scared.
Oh God damn it! Okay, we can't go further into that.
Did we already talk about Joe Biden dunking that reporter super hard the other day?
We did. Yeah.
So funny.
Funny.
Yeah, I have a segment. Sorry.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just one last thing. I know I said it, but the JK
son of a.
I know. You're going to do it immediately after that. But the JK Rowling thing, there was just this for the post thing I was talking about. Basically, it was found out by users on Tumblr that she was writing under a pseudonym or writing fan fiction, Harry Potter fan fiction under a pseudonym on Tumblr, and that it was so bad people hated it and booted her off the site and doxed her until she stopped writing. Anyway,
Wow.
It's very, very funny. Okay, what is your segment, Harper?
Yes,
we put this off too long.
I went to go see a concert this past Saturday at the time of recording, the Mega Monsters tour. If you can go catch it, an incredible show. Host of a genre of music that is affectionately known to Last FM users as whalecore, where the distinguishing features are there is a whale on the cover of the album. And
Really?
there is a theme of environmental friendliness. Gojira has two kinds of songs. One of them is I am in dismal mental anguish. No one is helping and I can't help myself. And the other one is, did you hear what Nestle's doing to the water rights?
Well, is Robert writing the songs?
I mean, that is kind of like completely up my alley. Surprisingly not, though. I haven't really listened to that much of Gojira.
Great album, great band by extension. And Mastodon, who are also iconic in terms of their fantastic discography.
Yeah, I love Mastodon. I used to go to a coffee shop that had Mastodon Mondays where they'd play Mastodon while you were, for I think 5 to 8 during the morning. It was awesome.
Listening to thousands of people scream the chorus of Blood and Thunder is magic. And it got me feeling environmentally conscious.
Okay.
So I combined that with my hatred of the elite. Because they're the ones creating the climate change that's irreversible, frankly.
That's true.
I'm doing my part. Okay.
90% of emissions are created by 5%.
You turn off your lights when you leave the room. All right?
I turn off my lights. I turn down the air conditioning. I have environmentally friendly light bulbs. I recycle. I use compost out of my own feces.
He sniffs it in his bathtub and then ferments it.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you want me to flush the toilet? You know how much water that uses? Anyway. So I've looked up a list of the top 10 celebrities and their CO2 emissions.
Ooh.
This is by The Yard, a UK-based marketing agency. And I wanted you boys to take a stab at who you think the top 5 abusers are.
Ooh. Are you just going to, like, if we guess and you tell us if it's in the top 5?
Yeah, I'll tell you if they're on the list.
Ooh. On the list itself or just the top 5?
There are 10 here, but the top 5 is what we'll shoot for.
We get extra points if we hit the top 5.
Yes, you will.
Okay. How don't you go first there, Malcolm? I'm curious who you think is the most polluting?
For companies?
For a single celebrity.
Oh, a single celebrity. Ooh, that's a good question.
This is for one agency, mind you, so it's not representative.
Like, okay, I actually have to ask, is this like mostly musicians or are there some CEOs on here?
It's a mix, actually.
Okay.
Of personalities, movie stars, athletes.
Ooh, okay.
Musicians.
I'm going to guess my very first pitch into the top 10. I'm going to say Taylor Swift.
She is number 1.
Oh, fucked.
Shit! I should have let you go first. She was. I was thinking about her. I was gonna say I was thinking it's got to be like performing artists who are like using a lot of like private jets. Like I thought maybe
that tour a lot, but don't go with the buzz.
Yeah, like her. I would maybe make an argument. Is Garth Brooks on the list?
Garth Brooks is not on the list. He just produces a lot of hot air.
It gets me laid sometimes.
The other person I was thinking about, because I know I think it's a very ironic thing, is that I think Leonardo DiCaprio might be on the list.
He's not on this list.
Shit.
Wow.
Who knows?
Because he's one of those guys who's like a big environmentalist, but then anytime anyone is like, "Oh, so how did you fly here?" Like,
he has a guilty conscience. Yeah.
Yeah. Every single time he goes to like,
how did you get here?
Or something, he jets privately.
Absolutely.
I think that's what the irony is. It's like him. I think maybe is Al Gore on the list?
That's no way. No.
This is all non-politician mainstream celebrities.
Okay.
I mean, because I remember back in the day, Al Gore was like also hammered during an Inconvenient Truth, being like, "Yeah, but what about your mega mansion, like in your private jet?"
What? I'm trying to save the whales.
I'm trying to save the whales.
Any other guesses, Robert?
Who's the CEO of Starbucks? Is that Howard Schultz?
This is just celebrities, not necessarily.
Well, I asked if CEOs were included.
I didn't say yes to that.
You said it was a mix.
Look, it's a mix. You fucking asshole. I said it's a mix of celebrities, musicians, athletes.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers. That's my guess.
Aaron Rodgers? He is on air. He is number 4.
Oh.
Yes, I got 10 in the fucking top 5.
Okay.
It's 2 for 2.
Ooh, I have one that we haven't said anything about. All right, I'm just gonna lump them together because there's like a few of them.
Yeah.
The Kardashians.
Kim Kardashian is on the list.
Oh, nice. How high is she?
She is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, actually, number 6.
Number 6. Okay. I think another one who could be on there that I feel like people, like North Americans don't think about, but he might. I don't know if this list will has a North American slant to it or not. But I think Cristiano Ronaldo, the soccer player, might be on that list.
I kind of think Ronaldo should be on here. He's not, though.
He's not. Are there any soccer
I'm looking
players?
for any reason to persecute Ronaldo I can, mind you. Him and his fans are obnoxious. Acknowledge Messi, the GOAT.
Yeah, Messi is the GOAT.
The GOAT.
Is Messi on the list?
He's not.
Damn.
Because
Messi's
he's the GOAT.
a real
He
person.
wouldn't need to be on there.
He's a real person.
Messi just flaps his arms and he flies wherever he needs to go.
And it's not okay. Another guess. I guess he's not going to have it's not Bill Gates isn't going to be on the list, is he?
No,
No.
The only celebrity on here that could be considered a CEO is Kim Kardashian.
That's so sad. So sad.
Well, there's one other, but she's kind of like a weird guess to have on here. We'll take a couple more guesses before.
Are sports people on there, or is it just?
Yeah, there's a couple.
I said Aaron Rodgers was number 4. I'm going to guess Beyonce.
Beyonce? You're close. I'll give it to you.
You'll give it to me.
Jay-Z.
Because of who do you think she's?
Because Jay-Z's on here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, them together.
He's number 3.
Yeah, I think that's similar to lumping the Kardashians together. It's like
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I do
Okay.
Denny's around here.
Okay. Here's someone I was thinking about because I'm kind of in that sports mindset for this episode. I'm trying to think of who. What about Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd Mayweather is number 2.
Holy shit! Ooh.
He's that high?
Yeah. So since you guys have essentially guessed the top 5, I'll just give them to you here.
Yeah, please.
With 8,293.54 carbon emission tons. That's tons of carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift number 1.
With 7,076.8 tons, Floyd Mayweather. 6,981.3 is Jay-Z. And by extension, Beyonce, because I'm assuming they share a jet.
I mean, probably not always, but yeah, I bet they're lumping it.
Number 4 is A-Rod with 5,342.7 tons. And at number 5, Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton?
4,495. Yeah, he's an asshole.
Jesus.
Oh.
You want to guess who's next?
I actually have no idea.
Morgan Whalen?
Morgan. The guy who got
That's a pretty good guess.
the guy who got in trouble for saying the N-word.
Yeah, he apparently just last night he was supposed to go do a concert at a stadium, and then he apparently got too drunk and lost his voice, and he couldn't go and do the concert.
Oh,
It is Steven Spielberg at number 6.
Steven Spielberg. Really?
I'd also put him in the CEO conversation. He's
He's a director.
He's a director, but he also is the co-founder of DreamWorks.
He runs an entire production company. Yeah.
DreamWorks and Amblin. So
Yeah.
but I'd say, I guess he's mostly he's director first than anything.
Surprised he's actually that high, because that's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't really think of, when I think of like high, like, travel, lots of pollution, fucking, the high life kind of people where Jay-Z, slips in there. I don't think of Steven fucking Spielberg.
You don't think Spielberg's got places to be?
The guy who made Fablemans and cried on set every day.
My favorite is for Spielberg, and kind of we were talking a little bit about earlier about Stephen King, is that it reminds me of this this crazy Deadline article that came out like 2 years ago. Like Deadline Hollywood is just sort of like one of the Hollywood trade papers.
Yeah.
And basically they put out an article because of a short film that was in production. And this is what it was. So the short film starred Harper Penn, who is the son of Sean Penn. Yeah, it was directed by Destry Spielberg, who is the daughter of Steven Spielberg. And it was written by Owen King, the son of Stephen King.
Real legacy film.
Yeah, it was the biggest Nepo announcement you could have possibly made.
The real Nepo team.
And it was just so funny because it was for a short film. Like no short film ever gets any kind of coverage unless it's like going to win the Oscar for like best short film. And it was just like, oh, of course, the audacity of
no kidding. Fucking millionaires.
Yeah, I mean, so many things are just getting like centralized in terms of like production and writing, and so it's just seeing something like that. It's just sad.
It's everything. It's not just that. It's people want names. There's name value in certain actors and actresses and directors and writers, even in wrestling.
And I think that's a pure extension of people's just dwindling media literacy, which is just taking a nosedive within like the last 10 years.
I blame television. Yeah. Number 7 or number 6 is
someone think of the children.
Number 6 is Kim Kardashian.
The children.
Yeah.
Got to guess who number 7 is?
You said you kind of gave a hint earlier, right?
Let's say number 7 killed a man in broad daylight.
Donald Trump?
No, in broad daylight.
Well, I always thought you were making like a on the nose reference to like 5th Street Avenue.
Caitlyn Jenner?
No. Think On Purpose.
On Purpose? It's not killed a man in broad daylight.
Yup, and got away with it because he's famous.
What? Who am I like brain holding right now?
10 seconds on the clock.
John Landis?
No.
John Landis killed a little girl, didn't he?
No, he killed 3 people. He killed Vic Morrow and 2 child actors.
All right, it is Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, fuck!
You guys forgot about that Filipino man he murdered.
I was thinking of the Korean drugstore guy he blinded.
Oh, that's right.
I hope someone goes down like a Googling rabbit hole after, like, just Google Marky Mark or Mark Wahlberg hate crimes, and you'll just go on a tirade. It'll be awesome.
Look at how he used to wear his pants. What a goofball. We should let him go.
He used to have a workout video.
Who wants to guess number 8? Your hint is she is a popular daytime television host.
Katie Couric?
Oprah Winfrey.
It's Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, I don't
Katie
know
Couric.
I'm sorry. I just
Katie
think of her being.
Couric.
I feel like I have some internalized hate for her, and I don't know why.
Yeah, well, I hate all television hosts, generally speaking.
Fair.
Number 10.
Okay, and
Look under your chair, Robert.
it's
It's a baked potato. No, it's just an old baked potato.
It's just an old baked potato. So the last one only hints is Fortnite. Fortnite.
It's not Ninja, is it?
No, it's not Ninja.
I was gonna say, fuck. I didn't think he had that much money.
Not that much money, no.
No. Who the fuck?
A lot more than you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Fuck, Fortnite. Oh, it's not. Who's playing Fortnite on fucking?
They don't have to be playing. I'm saying he was featured in Fortnite.
Who the fuck was featured in Fortnite? It's not Thanos.
10 seconds on the clock.
It's not Goku. I've never played Fortnite. Malcolm, any help here?
For who? Josh Brolin?
No, I'm afraid you're all out of time.
No,
it is Travis Scott.
Oh, really?
Yes, another convicted murderer.
Was he actually convicted?
Or not convicted, alleged murderer. He killed 8 people. Indirectly, maybe.
Oh, with the was that
trampolines.
Coachella?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not last year's Coachella.
The Travis Scott concert of some description where 8 people died. And now that you have your targets, my loyal viewer base, attack.
Get on there. Raise the dog. Call the dogs of war.
I'm just kidding. Well, this podcast in no way promotes violence against wealthy and successful people who have more dollars than we do cents.
And don't even probably look at you and don't even see the humanity within your eyes.
Yeah, people who would walk past you on the street and look at you with pity, abject hatred even, and keep walking.
That's actually optimistic to think that they'd look at you.
So I guess what I'm saying is that these people have names and addresses, and
you could find them out with some work.
You could write to congressmen and congresswomen who also have names and addresses, and let's make some change and save the world and bully these people.
I can't. I'm dying.
I'm not. By the way, this podcast does not condone bullying in any way or targeted harassment.
No, we would never bully.
We would never bully or targetedly harass anyone that is allegedly guilty of convicted felonies, especially gang rape in the 90s.
Especially rich people.
Especially rich people who don't deserve our loathing or contempt.
Exactly.
And further on that same point, yeah, I have a growing distaste for CEOs of all flavor and nationality. And Google has recently had an interesting CEO quote, the CEO of Google saying that the discovery of AI is equivalent or more impactful and more profound than the discovery of fire.
Fuck off. Yeah. Here's the thing. They're all like those NFT bros who all the NFT guys are just moving over to
AI bros.
Like, here's the thing.
Yeah, it is a pipeline. That is a streamlined pipeline.
More of a hallway.
This reminds me of I did a show on Saturday, and it went really well. And afterwards, I went to grab a bite to eat with my friend, and her and I are just sitting there grabbing some food. And then this guy comes over and he's like, "I was at your show. You're so good. You're so awesome. Like, you want to come sit? Like, I'll grab drinks on me." And I was like, "All right, go over there." And then, like, over the course of the conversation, first of all, he was just like this woman who, like, I thought, like, he was older. Like, I'd say he was like in his 50s. He told this crazy elaborate story about saving a lawn bowling club in Victoria, BC.
Oh, so he has a lot of money.
Thing to brag
about. That he like, it made it all the way to like the Globe and Mail in Canada, which I guess is like, it's kind of the equivalent of being like featured in like the New York Times. But
that's crazy. What's his name and address?
Don't worry, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Okay. But basically, yeah. So he tells me the story. I was like, oh, that's awesome. So he's with this date, and I thought, like, oh, they're like, again, older couple. So I was like, oh, maybe they've just been together for a while. Quickly realized, I think it was like a third date. Like, this woman's like losing interest fast.
Oh no.
We start talking, and my friend, she messages me. She goes, I think this guy is a crypto bro. Like, I think if you bring up crypto to him right now, he's gonna blow his cover. And I was like, oh, like, because he started like talking about like, he's like, oh, we can't trust the government. And I was like, oh, no. Why?
There's your bright red warning sign.
When it goes from universal to specific, like, yeah, don't trust the government. Okay, how is he going to narrow this down in order to turn this into a conversation he wants to have?
Is he A, a crypto bro, B, on the alt-right, C, all of the above?
We also found out that he he ran for federal politics in Canada for the Green Party of Canada, which is technically a left-leaning party.
It's supposed to be generally. I've never heard of a right-wing Green Party, is there?
But no Green Party anywhere has churned out more libertarians.
That's the thing.
The Green Tea Party.
That's the thing. The Green Party in Canada has a real libertarian Nazi problem to it.
So does the Green Party in America, in the U.S.
Wait, hold on. Our Green Party has a Nazi problem?
Did not know that?
No.
We'll get into it. Not another time. Go on.
Another time. Listen, the Canada's one also has it, but
that's insane.
He wasn't into that stuff. Like he's very much into like he just wanted to go against the status quo, from what I gathered. But yeah, basically, I go and I'm just like, hey, so like I asked him like, oh, what do you do? And he's just like, I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Oh, what a combination of words.
Man just told on himself in like 6 different languages.
I was like, oh boy. And then he went on and talked about that he's really into not Chat GPT, but Auto GPT.
That the one they can get to say racial slurs?
Yeah, the auto one is that like it can like code itself.
Oh, okay.
Apparently.
What were you saying, Harper?
I'm professionally diagnosed with Asperger's. Thanks for asking. Fucking idiot. I'm a serial entrepreneur.
Meaning I have a lot of failed projects that I lost money on, and somehow people give me money.
Harper, don't worry. The guy kept saying to me every time, he's like, I'm an extrovert. I love being an extrovert. I just talk to people.
I can tell. I know you do.
Yeah. And so then he goes and he has this whole rant about Bitcoin and how Bitcoin's the only coin. It's going to, all other currency will become irrelevant. Bitcoin is the strongest.
Wow. How's 2013 feeling, bud?
The hyperinflation is going to ruin all economies, and that we'll have to rely on Bitcoin. And then we were like, but you ran for the Green Party, so how do you rectify like the energy use for?
How do you reconcile that?
Reconcile it. And he goes, no, that's good energy. That's like energy that we need to use because like that's the fueling the new way.
Incredible.
And then like talking about like Auto GPT and Bitcoin, he just starts crying. He's like, it's gonna get so bad. Like everyone thinks it's like the truck drivers that are gonna go, but it's gonna be all the white collar crimes. It's like, and we're like, everyone's gonna be in so much debt, and like no one's gonna have purpose. But like, I want to be on the forefront to like guide people to make sure they're not lost.
Incredible.
Like I don't exactly disagree with him with the white collar crime white collar jobs being eliminated, but at the same time, how does he think that he's gonna somehow fix it with a fucking like programmable bot? That doesn't make sense to me.
Let's hold on real quick. Let's annoy Sasha. What's the name of that libertarian book you're always happy about?
A bear walks into a bar. A libertarian walks into a bear.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, God.
Yeah, check it out on Audible.
Yeah, on Kindle only, or else we won't respect you.
Is it on Kindle only? Yeah, if you have your books read to you, what are you, me?
Yeah, it's by Matthew Hongoltz Hetling.
God, Sasha's going to hate us.
Yeah, Sasha has all kinds of reasons to hate us. He could use a couple more. I just want to say.
I need to read our submission form. So Harper, say what you're going to say, and then I'm going to get into that, and then we can probably find an jumping off point. But go on.
Dear extroverts, self-identified extroverts, shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Yeah, nobody cares. I'm going to be honest. That whole introvert extrovert thing has worn down any sort of reality and discussion that anybody wants to have. Like, okay, cool. not everyone loves talking to people. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're an introvert. And just because you can go out and have a good time doesn't mean you're an extrovert.
If you identify with any label, period, I am begging you to take mushrooms or ayahuasca or something and have an ego death.
Experience some like genuine ego death, then come talk to us.
Please shut the fuck up.
Listen, the only thing is I'll say, thanks, man, for buying me me and my friend a beer. Right?
Yeah, yeah. You, sir.
Yeah, thanks for the beer, asshole.
Thanks for the beer.
Yeah, thanks for the...
Is that part in Breaking Bad where Mike and Walter meet at the bar? He just fucking cocks him. Thanks for the drink.
Yeah. No. But what's so funny is like also during this whole period of time, he'd have to excuse himself like every 10 minutes so he could go vape in the alley.
Incredible. What a real person. Did he have a fedora on as well?
No, but I wouldn't be surprised if he owned several fedoras.
Oh, buddy. And he was like in his 50s. Oof, he has no excuse.
Well, his girl, the girl he was with, she was like wearing a cowboy hat. It was like,
if you're listening, my man, change and grow as a person.
Yeah, send us
it's not too late.
submission and we can argue with you.
You seemed like a better guy when you were saving the lawn and bowling club.
Yeah, you like collective action wins the lawn and bowling club. What's wrong with it now? Okay, anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Robert. You said we have to read this fan submission form.
Yeah, Sasha has our lovely producer Sasha, so handsome.
We love him. We love
handsome, sweet boy.
He's the best. I love all of his segments.
Tight tuchus, 6-pack abs.
He's so nice. He's so tall. He's got such nice hair.
Rock hard pectorals, well developed triceps.
He's got such a nice outlook on life.
He did the voice spot for the Mega Monsters tour, so he's a god among men.
That is actually true. That he little known fact. We can talk about it a little bit. Is the fact that Sasha also does a lot of voice acting, and if anybody listens to this, if we got a job for Sasha, hit him up. Yeah, look him up.
Sasha. If you could put in an advertisement for your Fiverr or whatever.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We would really appreciate it.
Just do it. Keep it.
Saves us from trying to find your links.
We want to support you supporting us.
SACHA husband on Fiverr.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is actually a cool fact that the concert that Harper went to this last weekend as the time of the recording.
He basically knows Mastodon. What a god.
What a god.
What a god.
Yeah, he did the promos for radio, which is awesome.
It's the same thing as being there, really.
Yeah, in spirit, Sasha was right next to you. You actually hold hands, like
he was
fingers.
Singing Blood and Thunder with me, screaming Blood and Thunder. He said, "Rip your lungs with blood and thunder." Right there with us.
Okay, well, Sasha has asked us.
Split your lungs. That's my bad.
No, I like that. It's all good. It's all good.
I don't get crucified out here.
Don't you feel self-conscious now? We have a podcast named Seinfuck.
I'm known for it.
Okay, we have a submission. We have someone sent in a submission that Sasha would like us to read, and we can go from there. Okay, so this is a lovely little listener who would like to be addressed as their honor.
Their honor.
Now, he doesn't capitalize the H in their honor, so I'm going to believe that there, as in the T in there, means that that's his first name. So let's talk about this.
Cornball.
So he's asking, I want to hear your worst wet dream stories, you degenerates.
Oh,
all right.
Oh, man.
And the song he recommended, because that is also something Sasha has asked people, was Tears in Heaven by Ass Crack Eric Clapton. Yeah, Ass Crack was just kind of thrown in there. So, Sasha, play 5 seconds of Tears in Heaven that isn't going to get us fucked over by...
Don't play copyrighted material. Don't do it.
I said 5 seconds, generally.
Don't do it. No. Actually, just don't do it.
Play like a second of the
instrument.
Don't do it. It's the algorithms do not help. They don't
help.
Karaoke
version. You have 1 second, like, yeah.
That's like a half a second. Yeah. Or actually, put in You Humming Kiss from a Rose, because it's a good song.
No, that's not the song that was recommended, though.
I don't care. It's a good song.
Okay, so
unlike Tears in Heaven.
What's this guy's name again?
This is Their Honor, but they didn't capitalize H in honor, so it's Their Honor. And they did it like, okay, go on.
Their Honor.
So Their Honor would like to know our worst wet dream stories, and he insults us by calling us degenerates.
Well, he's telling the truth. That's not an insult.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you filled out the form, you're a degenerate. No,
Exactly. Yeah, we're all degenerates here. Malcolm, let's start with you. What's your worst wet dream story?
I actually have never had a wet dream.
Bull fucking shit.
No,
He doesn't have a specific fetish. He doesn't have a most viewed porn category.
How about like just a little sex dream where you woke
He's
up?
allergic to weed. He's never had a wet dream. What do you expect me? When do you think I'm going to start saying this is completely bullshit?
Yeah, come on, man. This is the internet.
He's a perfect man. He's never sinned. What was your last drink, McLeod?
Yeah. You're gonna talk about being sober now? Fuck.
yeah. I'm drinking bubblies.
How about you, Robert?
I'm drinking 805 blonde ale and Bushmills Prohibition whiskey.
Well, I drank 2 bottles of wine on Easter and promised I wouldn't drink anymore because I embarrassed myself so bad.
Yeah, so you're scarfing down Capri salads like no one's business.
And Capri Suns.
Oh, have a caprice with a caprice.
I hate y'all.
Ooh, wearing capris.
Wearing capris. Oh, I'm definitely. Do you have capri pants, Harper?
We're gonna put this in the Twitter promo. Okay.
Oh, great stuff.
Fuck off.
Funny stuff.
Malcolm.
We found the
what
episode
is
title.
Well, okay, what's the most degenerate dream you've had, Malcolm?
Yeah, degenerate dream. Yeah.
Compensate us.
The problem is, it's like I don't like really remember most of my dreams. Like a lot of my,
Would you listen?
no. Let me talk.
Okay, I'm going to say this. Let me say this before you start. No matter what you say, no one is going to believe you. And you know I'm right. So go on.
Watch his nose grow, ladies and gentlemen. The amazing Malcolm McLeod.
Listen, I take some medication and then I don't dream. But no. God damn it. I don't really have like a wet dream story. Like I actually legitimately can't think of one. The thing for me that was embarrassing was like I would wake up with with a boner when I was in high school, but I wouldn't like know what caused it. Like it was just happening, right?
Well, that's just morning wood. Yeah, it's a very
morning wood, but I don't have the dreams to back up the wood. If you know what I mean.
Fine.
Like I'm trying to think of like I don't have it. Like I've never had like a dream where I was just like, oh yeah, me and Tyra Banks.
So and so close friend you've never seen that way before. Yeah.
Listen,
Oh, Jesus!
Christ,
Fuck, that
dude.
is sick, dude.
You think about this during the day too? Look,
hey man,
I don't want to say much more, but I think that you're pretty lucky that we're basically in business. I mean, bringing food into it just seems kind of weird.
What is with the high heels too? Like watermelon's good on its own. It doesn't need fucking stilettos involved.
Did they have to be on the floor?
yeah. Listen, that's what your mother's asked of me.
All right, Robert, what's yours?
Yeah.
I've had quite a few wet dreams, like, and I've definitely like, woken up. Like, you know what? I think I'll add in my like worst thing. So I don't usually sleep naked, and
no net.
Exactly. I don't usually sleep naked, and there's a reason, because I've had, I have wet dreams sometimes. Like I've been, especially if I'm not jerking off a bunch. And I definitely had a time where it was like I had a living girlfriend, and this was like the one first night in like 2 months where we weren't sleeping in the same bed, and I decided, I'm gonna feel good in the morning. I was drinking. I'll just preface that. And I went to bed naked, and sometime in the night, I must have kicked the sheets off of me, but I totally like was monogamous in my dreams, because I like had a really intense sex dream of my girlfriend. I had a really intense sex dream of my girlfriend, and then I woke up on my back, and I look down, and I'm fucking sundial erect, and then I see myself come.
Oh
I literally
my God.
woke up to my own night
Holy
cream.
shit.
That sucks.
That's, wow.
And you're just watching yourself ruin the sheets like, well, this is a great way to start the day.
And it fucking sucked because and there was no change. It was no like stealth about it whatsoever because I had cleaned the sheets like right before she'd left. And so when she got back, she was like, "Why are you cleaning the sheets? We just cleaned those." And I'm just like, "Don't ask."
That's fucking great.
That was an interesting time. Harper, your turn.
I was gonna say that I was making out with this beautiful bitch, and I was smacking their ass, and I was about to finish on their face, and just as I'm wiping the cum off Malcolm's lips, I wake up.
Cut it.
No. You ever seen Goodfellas?
Yeah.
You know that scene in Goodfellas where they kill that annoying guy in the car?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's that same scene, except I'm watching myself fuck some broad in the passenger seat.
Nice.
Oh.
I don't know why that did it for me.
You're like, I'll be Joe Pesci in this dream.
I really was. I don't know if she died.